NEET 2027. Should India change how we select our future doctors? Lessons from USA, Europe, Japan, and Australia. Imagine two students, one scores 650 in NEET and the other scores 610. According to our system, the first student is clearly better suited to become a doctor. But is that really true? Who is more compassionate? Who can communicate better with patients? Who can stay calm during emergencies? Who actually has the aptitude to become a great doctor? NEET cannot answer any of these questions. Today, let's study how countries like the USA, Australia, Japan, Germany, and others select future doctors. And then ask a simple question: should India rethink NEET for 2027 and beyond? Stay till the end because I will suggest a practical admission model that could be fairer, smarter, and better for India's healthcare system. So, why was NEET introduced? To be fair, NEET solved some problems. Before NEET, every state and private college had its own admission examination. Students wrote multiple exams. Admission processes lacked transparency. There were allegations of capitation fees and unfair practices. NEET brought one examination, national merit ranking, greater transparency, easier admission process. These are significant achievements but not adequate and came with multiple problems as well. But after nearly a decade, it is time to ask, has NEET become too dependent on a single test? So what's the big problem with NEET? The first issue is obvious. NEET measures mainly one thing: how well a student performs in physics, chemistry, and biology on one particular day. But medicine requires much more. A good doctor also needs communication skills, empathy, ethical judgment, decision making, emotional resilience, teamwork, and many more skills. NEET measures none of these. The second issue is students often spend 2 to 4 years preparing only for NEET. Many become experts at solving MCQs but receive little exposure to actual healthcare environments. Third issue is the cutoff debate. In many categories and colleges, admissions may happen at surprisingly low percentages and in the past has gone to as low as 20%. So the focus becomes securing a rank rather than demonstrating readiness for medical practice. Fourth issue, a student scoring 95% in school for several years may be rejected because of one bad examination day. Meanwhile, another student may succeed due to exceptional coaching performance. The question is, should one examination outweigh years of academic performance? That's a question worth debating. Let's see what other countries are doing. In USA, students cannot directly enter medicine after class 12. First, they complete a bachelor's degree. Then medical schools evaluate GPA, MCAT score, recommendation letters, clinical exposure, interviews, personal statements, etc. So what's the result? Selection is based on multiple indicators, not on a single exam. In Australia, most universities use three filters: school marks, aptitude test, personal interview. A student must demonstrate both academic ability and personal suitability. In Japan, students face national examination plus university specific tests and interviews. Again, multiple assessments. In Germany, school performance carries significant weight. Many institutions also use aptitude testing and structured selection process. So what's common pattern amongst all these countries? The world's leading systems rarely depend on only one examination. They combine academic ability plus aptitude plus personality plus communication skills, etc. India currently measures mainly academic ability. Considering all this, what should change for NEET in 2027? Without getting into the debate about abolishing NEET, India should improve and modernize the current system. Suggestion 1. Keep NEET but reduce its weightage. For example, 70% NEET score and 30% other indicators. This preserves academic merit while reducing dependence on one examination. Suggestion 2. Introduce a medical aptitude test. Consider ethical decision making, communication skills, situational judgment, problem solving ability, etc. Medicine is a profession that deals with people, not just textbooks. Many countries already assess these qualities before admission. Suggestion 3. Gradually increase minimum eligibility threshold, maybe up to 50%. Today, in some categories and institutions, students can enter medical education and become doctors with abysmally low scores of around 20%. How fair is that? The question is simple. Should a future doctor be selected with only a basic level of demonstrated competence in MCQ? Many countries maintain demanding academic standards before admitting students into medicine. India may need a national debate on gradually increasing the minimum qualifying cutoff threshold to around 50%. For example, instead of allowing very low qualifying percentages, policymakers could consider moving towards a higher benchmark over 2 to 3 years. A higher threshold would encourage stronger academic preparation, improve the overall quality of entrance, reduce the perception that medicine can be entered with minimal competence, align medical admissions with the high responsibility of the profession. After all, patients expect their doctors to meet rigorous standards. Shouldn't the admission system reflect the same expectation? Suggestion 4. Give weightage to class 11 and class 12 academic performance. Students who consistently perform well over 2 years should receive some recognition. One difficult examination day should not completely outweigh years of hard work. Suggestion 5. Structured interviews for candidates, not subjective interviews, not recommendations, not influence. Instead, carefully designed and standardized interviews similar to those used internationally and also for, let's say, UPSC. The objective would be to assess motivation, communication, professional attitude, understanding of healthcare challenges. Suggestion 6. Reward healthcare and community service exposure. Students who volunteer in hospitals, blood donation camps, rural health initiatives, public health campaigns, etc. could receive additional credit. This would encourage young people to understand the realities of healthcare before entering the profession. To conclude, NEET was intended to be a major reform. With all its recent failures, now it is due for next phase of reform, which should focus on quality. India does not merely need students who can answer multiple choice questions. India needs doctors who are academically strong, emotionally mature, ethical, compassionate, and capable of serving society. Perhaps the debate for NEET 2027 should not be whether NEET stays or goes. The real question is, how can India build an admission system that identifies not just good test takers, but truly outstanding future doctors? What do you feel? Please do comment because your views matters.